This is Odysseus, a self-hosted AI workspace with autonomous agents, deep research, and document editor built in. It was built by PewDiePie, and it's one of the fastest growing repos on GitHub right now. He built it because running local LLMs felt powerful, but the existing interfaces felt like a step backwards. It has persistent memory, an image workspace, notes, calendar, and email tools built in. It reads your files, remembers your projects, and gets smarter the more you use it. And because it all runs on your own hardware, your data never leaves your machine. Today we are going to walk through what it can do and set it up on Linux. Let's look at the features. The core of Odysseus isn't the chat window, it's the autonomous agents. You don't just ask them questions, you assign them tasks. If you use the deep research tool, the agent will physically browse the web, scrap multiple articles, and synthesize a massive report. If you want to test models against each other, use compare mode. You send one prompt and watch two different models answer side by side simultaneously. But the reason this is a full workspace is the ecosystem built around it. It has persistent memory that learns how you work, an image editor workspace, a dedicated markdown note editor, a calendar, and the email integration. This isn't a chat wrapper, it's a full workspace replacement. To get this running safely, we are going to use a two-part setup. We need the brain and we need the workspace. To keep this highly stable, we are using a two-part setup. We need LM Studio to act as the brain and Docker to run the Odysseus workspace. First, the dependencies. Open your terminal. I'm going to do this on Linux Mint, but I have the exact commands for Ubuntu, Fedora, and Arch in the description. Just copy and paste them in order. First, run this apt command to update your system package list. Next, use this install command to grab the required tools, Git to download the code, and Node.js for the web agents. Now run this curl command to pull the official Docker installation script. This takes a minute, so just let it finish. Once that's done, run this systemctl command to tell Docker to start automatically every time you boot your computer. And finally, run this user mod command to give your user account permission to run Docker so you don't have to type sudo every time. Now restart your computer because Linux will not apply those permissions until you reboot. If you skip this, everything will fail. Welcome back. Step 2, the brain. We are going to install LM Studio using this wget command. It downloads and installs the Linux version automatically. Open LM Studio. On the welcome screen, make sure you turn on developer mode so we can connect to it later. Go to the search tab. I'm going to use Gemma 4 E4B IT, but you can search and download whichever model runs best on your system. Now let's optimize the model. Click the model at the top. This will open a window with the model select to load. Hold Alt on your keyboard and click the model that you want to use. Make sure to toggle show advanced settings at the bottom of this window so you can see all the options. Change max concurrent predictions to 1, then turn both K and V cache quantization and set them to Q8. This might not work on all models, but it shrinks the memory footprints if it does. Agents need a big context window to remember what they are doing. Slowly drag the context length slider up, try 32K or 64K. Watch the estimated memory usage at the top. Keep sliding it until you are about 1 GB away from your graphic card's maximum VRAM. Leave some room for your operation system. Check the Remember Settings box at the bottom and click Load Model. Now go to the Developer tab on the left. Look at the top bar. Click the Server Settings button and then check the box for Serve on Local Network. Because Odysseus is inside a Docker box, the connection will be blocked if you don't check this. Click the toggle near the status to start the server and leave LM Studio running. Step 3, the workspace. Open a fresh terminal. Run this git command to clone the Odysseus repository. Type cd Odysseus to enter the folder and use the cp command to copy the default settings file. Before you build, run this npx command to pre-download the headless browser. It's just a recommendation, but it makes the AI first web search faster and more reliable. Now tell Docker to assemble the workspace by running this docker compose command. This takes a few minutes the first time. When it finishes, run this grep command to search the logs. Odysseus generates a temporary password on this first boot. Copy it. Step 4, the bridge. Open your browser and go to localhost:7000. Log in with the admin machine and the password you just copied. Go to Settings and go to Account and change your password there. Then click on Add Models and select Local. We need to point Odysseus to LM Studio. If it's on the same machine, paste exactly this. This tells Docker to look outside its container and talk to your Linux system. If your backend is on different PC, use the PC local IP address instead. Click Test. You should see it instantly find your model. Then click Add. That's it. Go to the main chat, select your model from the drop-down, and you are ready to work. Odysseus is a very new project and updates are pushing out fast. You might run into rough edges here and there, so I highly recommend keep an eye on their official website and GitHub repo. I have linked both below so you can track all the new features and updates as they drop. But even right now, having an AI that can autonomously browse the web and write files while staying 100% private on your own hardware is an incredibly powerful tool. If you want to keep exploring what local AI can actually do without relying on cloud subscriptions, make sure to subscribe. All the terminal commands we use today are down in the description in order, so you can just copy and paste as you go. Leave a like if this guide helped you get set up, and drop a comment below if you hit any errors or get stuck. Thanks for watching.